What's up, guys? My name is Cory. Welcome to the broadcast. We're going to be doing something unique on this channel. We're going to be going through different videos of home invasions, home defense ideas. I'm going to give some commentary and also bring out latest videos, some new videos of tactics that intruders, criminals are using. Why is this important, guys? There's about 10 million new people in America. That's 1 out of every 33 people have entered in the past few years across our border. We don't know who they are. All right. And a whole bunch entered in and are entering in right now in winter. It's cold. They don't have jobs. And I am seeing that they're coming up with strategies to invade homes. We just saw in St. Louis, I think it was a few days ago, they robbed an entire retirement home, a mob in St. Louis. I know it's in St. Louis, and we'll probably do something on that because, guys, we need to protect our stuff. All right, now let me explain something. I came from Nicaragua to America 3 weeks ago. I lived in Nicaragua for 10 years. We went through a civil war. I know what it looks like when rule of law is thrown to the side and home invasions are the regular shootings, kidnappings, flaming roadblocks. 2 years I went through that. So I started ordering my life much differently. That was in 2018. All right. Before that, 10 years in Nicaragua, doing ministry. I have a farm. I have different properties that I have secured. And I've been thinking about this for many, many years. Before all this in Nicaragua, I was actually a drug dealer, and I was around people who constantly did robberies, home invasions. I know how they think. I know the criminal aspect. I actually got arrested, went to prison. I was in prison for a year, county jail for 1 year near St. Louis, and it's a level 4. All right, those are very dangerous places. I know how these people think, guys, and I literally sat and heard them plotting in prisons and before prison. But thanks to God, Jesus came into my life. And so I'm going to be here to help you guys learn how to take defense to the next level. All right, with that said, we have 3 videos today we're going to go over. This first video, I asked my wife to share with me some clips, and I had already seen some clips, and she shared with me 2 that I already seen, and I was with my son. I was like, man, we need to talk about this. This first guy, he is a veteran, fought in Afghanistan. Bless you. Thank you for your service. But he reacts in a way that could have got everyone killed. All right. He did some things seriously wrong. And a lot of times people are calling him a hero. Some called him crazy. But I want to see if you guys see what this guy did wrong. And if I'm missing anything, put it in the comments. All right. So let's go ahead and jump over to it. Here we are.
His gun and scared the
Clayton
group of men
County
off.
home invasion.
What he didn't expect is gunfire was exchanged. This all was caught on surveillance cameras. Fox 5 reporter Eric Perry is live outside the home in Clayton County. So, Eric, what happened?
Yeah, Tom, Christine, honestly, what happened, that group of men picked the wrong house code to try to burglarize here. You can see the evidence on this BMW from that shootout, just riddled with gunfire. That man said he just wanted to make sure his wife was protected.
All right, now take note. Take note. He wanted to make sure his wife was protected. Okay. He has a wife in the house. Oh, in the house.
I don't want to die at home. I survived Afghanistan and everything else, and to die at home in my own yard.
The goal for Whitfield Smith was to protect his family and home early Monday morning when he noticed a group of men on his Ring camera.
I'm noticing a young man running from my neighbor's yard across my front lawn into the middle of the street to meet up with 2 other gentlemen.
3
One
guys.
of the men made a near fatal decision.
Sprints of my driveway. I can see on camera that he's hunched down, wearing a gray hoodie, and he's got some kind of firearm in his hand. He reaches to try to get into my BMW that's in the driveway. The door's locked. Grab my rifle, head outside.
With flip-flops, pajama pants, and no shirt, this veteran went to war to protect his wife who was hiding inside.
Boom, 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 boom. There was one gentleman that was on the other side of the trees, and the main protagonist was right here using my truck as a shield.
So there
At
was
one
two
point,
men.
he kicked off his flip-flops, races inside, puts on clothes, and comes back out.
Where's the
He says he
third
didn't
man?
have time to be afraid. Only time to act.
I didn't think that they'd be shooting at me, and I'd be hearing bullets whiz past me.
This father fears he would have been dead if it wasn't for his BMW to shield the nearly 2
He
dozen
shot his own
bullets.
They said,
BMW.
"Mr.
Those are
Smith,
his
you're very
shots
brave. You're very
in the
brave.
back.
You're
That's
very
where-
crazy. You're very stupid, but you're very brave."
Yeah, he was shooting his own car.
Yeah, and Mr. Smith is alive. Thankfully, no one was injured
Yeah,
in any
thankfully.
of this. He says that the group of men actually got away with the firearm that he had inside of his truck there.
Oh,
He
wow.
also says that after the gunfire really erupted, they tried to break into neighbors' homes to escape. They were unsuccessful, but they are still out there. If you know
Wow.
anything about this, come forward to Clayton County Police. Of course, you can remain anonymous. Scary moments here.
Okay, so they got away and got a gun. So obviously some other stuff happened they're not showing here. But this guy runs out of his house. He sees him on the camera. Okay. Sees him on the camera and runs out of his house in his flip-flops. Now, he knew there was 3 guys. He only saw one coming up and goes outside. Well, he didn't lock that door behind him, I guarantee, because he ran back in and got some clothes. So here's what people got to understand. Criminal, not in this case, they were just trying to get something easy out of the vehicle. And do not leave your guns in your cars outside. These people are going after guns and cars. They're stealing guns and cars. I've seen countless videos. They just want the keys and they'll take a phone. All right. I don't know what they're planning, but they're getting a lot of cars and a lot of firearms. All right. So he runs outside. First of all, he's in flip-flops. Have your shoes by the bed. Have running shoes by the bed. Okay. Second of all, he goes outside. That camera, and also if you see his house, where's his house at? Let's see if we can pull up his house. Boom. All right. Right here, there is one window. There's another window. There's another window. There's another window. These are called vantage points. You are coming down on them. They would have to lift a weapon. All right. And what he should have done, in my opinion, is shout out, get away from my car or you're going to get shot. Something. Get off my property or you're going to get shot. You're going to get hurt. This is what I would do. All right. Again, there's different laws in different states. You need to look those up for sure. All right. These are my opinions. I would have said, I see you in my sights. I got my rifle on you. Get off my yard slowly. Get back in your car and don't come back to this neighborhood again. Okay. I would have shouted that out. I would not have ran outside because look over here. Someone could have been behind that bush and went right in and killed his wife. So while he was trying to be macho man, he was not thinking clearly. He was in this fight or flight mode. He probably really thought that was the best idea, stop the threat, but there was 3 guys. Could have easily went right around the corner in the house, killed the wife. He runs in, get fired on because he's at a disadvantage. The vantage point's right here. He has a rifle. He could have literally, if he had to, I'm not saying you do this because you can get in trouble for shooting people outside like that. Thankfully, now in Missouri, we have something called the Stand Your Ground Law, the Castle Doctrine, constitutional carry, and Second Amendment Preservation Act is almost finalized in Missouri. Check those 4 things out if they are operational in your state. But he could have shot that rifle right through the floor instead of coming out and putting himself at danger from all these trees right here. There's a 3rd guy. He probably didn't want to kill him, so the 3rd guy probably just stayed back because he didn't want to murder anyone. All right, let's go ahead to the next one. 1:30 in the morning.
It's 1:30 in the morning at this home in Idaho Falls. Time for lounging, watching a little TV, and checking your phone. You would hope that anyone who comes calling at this hour is family or a friend. Not this time.
So, all right, pause. Let's go back. You hear how easily that door opened? So this lady didn't even jump. I didn't notice that.
His family
first time.
or a friend. Not this time.
Yeah, that door was unlocked, guys. That door was unlocked. Let's watch that again.
Time for lounging, watching a little TV, and checking your phone. You would hope that anyone who comes calling at this hour is family or a friend. Not this time.
Oh man, snuck right up behind him.
Shamel,
And I'm Isabel Shamel.
and we survived a home invasion robbery.
Barely.
We just got home from a date and I was pretty tired and I was just scrolling through my phone, halfway watching the documentary.
We went out and did one of those escape rooms, so we were pretty tuckered out from that, ready to relax.
And then I just hear a loud bang and the door flies open.
I've got a couple of roommates that live downstairs, so having people come in and out at all hours of the night isn't super odd, but I kind of noticed him and I did a double take.
Sit down, go to right now.
I just didn't know what was happening at first. I was just in shock.
The intruder orders Caspian to take a seat. Then he turns his attention and his shotgun toward Caspian's fiance on the couch.
And this lady is like
I definitely feared for my
super
life whenever I
calm.
saw that shotgun pointed at me. I've never been in a situation where a loaded gun was pointed at my face, and it was a shock and kind of my life flashed
Yeah.
before my eyes.
So he's fighting. My wife was like, "Why didn't she get him right there? She should have
Caspian
helped."
reacts in a flash, grabbing the shotgun
Yeah,
barrel.
she
Instinct kicked
Man,
in.
if
and
she was
I wasn't
armed
letting go of that shotgun.
and staying
At
ready,
that moment,
whole
just
different
straight
story.
adrenaline, I would say.
Caspian knows his fiance is still in the room. She rolls off the couch. He barks an order.
I actually yelled for the roommate,
See,
and that
they
was
need a
all I could
plan.
muster out.
Caspian is actually being dragged down the stairs, still holding that death grip on the shotgun barrel, as the intruder is now on his own version of an escape room.
I immediately, as soon as I felt safe enough, ran and called 911 and tried to help the best I could, best I knew how.
Keep watching, guys.
It's becoming painfully clear to this home invader
Wrong house, Buster.
Wrong
I told him,
house.
Wrong house, Buster. He was fully in agreement. As we hit the stairs, it was a change in power for sure. He slipped as it was icy. I overtook him, got the weapon away from him.
Got the weapon. Good job.
the imminent threat is over.
But I want you guys to
The
see what
moment for the
happens
couple
at
to
the end.
relax.
Look, there he comes. There he comes
Caspian
with
is now
his
armed in self-defense, but
308 or
hopefully
what
won't
has
need
he
to
got
use
there?
his
An
weapons.
AR?
But 2 minutes later, an angry knock at the door and an
Keep the gun
unbelievable
pointed
request.
at the
I
door.
opened the door and he was asking for his shotgun back. And so we
He
told him
opened
no,
the
of
door.
course.
Hold on.
And he tried to force his
He
way
goes
back
back
into the
down
house.
without a gun. Wait.
The suspect finally fled the
Serious?
scene.
You don't think that guy could have a
House.
pistol? He
Shotgun
leaves the
back.
rifle. What
And
you
so we
even
told
got a
him no,
rifle
of
for?
course, and he tried to force his way back into the house.
The
Out of my
suspect
house.
finally fled the scene, still
Dude.
without his shotgun, which was loaded but never fired. Caspian turned it over to the police as he relived
got his gun,
the
though.
sickening events.
But that's
Police
not
were
what
almost
he had to
arriving.
fight him
See
twice.
Sirens coming up.
Okay. So what are you doing with home defense weapons? Are they just decorations? That thing, man, and I'm glad nobody was hurt. Great. But here's what I think was happening. First of all, this dude was probably casing the house. I thought he kicked the door open. However, you know how these houses have the little window at the top of the door? I imagine that dude was outside walking slow. They probably had their window open so the dude could see. Yeah, they may have had the way that they had a lack of preparation, probably had a window open. Dude could see what they were doing, waited for him to get upstairs, get busy, right in the line of attack so the dude could come right in and hold him down and rob the whole house. Easy. That would be an easy robbery. However, he didn't shoot and the guy got the gun. So these people are very lucky. However, if there would have been multiple people, the dude would have been in a mess. So what could he have done better in this position? Number one, that gun needs to be somewhere else, or better, he should have a home defense pistol on him. This video right here is proof why you should get comfortable wearing a pistol on your side at all times. Right here. Because he had how many seconds to respond? 3 seconds. How long did it take to unholster a gun? 1 second. Okay. He needed a defense pistol because that guy could have decided to shoot him, shoot her, rob as fast as they can. All right, we're going to talk more about this stuff later, but this guy did a lot wrong, but he did get lucky. And this is also why the women should be trained in firearms or with a knife, a cuchilla. All right. And, you know, I'm not trying to be gruesome, but she could have easily taken that dude out if she had a knife from behind or kicked him or did something, grabbed the barrel, helped point that barrel down while he regained. You see what I'm saying? But regardless, there's lots of things that could have been different about that. Let's go to the next one. The next one is very wild. Attempted kidnapping. Let's see what happens here.
New Mexico, a man is trying to steal a pregnant woman's children, fighting everyone who gets in his way.
All right, hold on. What did I say?
In Las Cruces, New Mexico, a man is trying to steal a pregnant woman's children, fighting everyone who gets in his way.
Hold on. Trying to steal what? A pregnant woman's children? Okay, guys. You see what's up here? Different level of thinking. Women, don't be going around to the gas stations. Don't be walking around by yourself. It's like that right now. Have a man with you. And men, you should be traveling like 2x2s right now. People say, oh, that's a little overboard. But, I mean, is it? Something actually happened to me the other day. I was walking to the store, and I walked out, and a car of 2 men from I'm not racist, but you know the people that are coming in, and my wife is actually a black woman, so don't go there with me. But they pulled up and definitely just stopped right in front of me and looked at me. Now, I'm obviously prepared, but I'm like, okay, this is 2 of them. This is gonna require a little bit more effort if they were to do something. And they didn't do anything. They backed up, but it was very weird. But look at this, guys. I have something. You can check the link. It's HFC Defense Training, Home Family Community Training. Little plug. I created this because people need to know what's really going on. They are trying to steal these kids in broad daylight. What is wrong with this picture? And look, there's, what is this? 1, 2, 3 women. Women, you got to be with the men and packing, all right? Legally and lawfully.
One who gets in his way.
He's after a lady with her kids. He's in the store. We can't get him out.
He's trying to force his way into the locked bathroom, where the terrified woman and her children are hiding.
There's a crazy man. It's okay. They're on the way. They're almost there, okay?
But then a good Samaritan shows up out of nowhere.
This young man comes and goes after the attacker.
I knew.
And there was another man right there. See, what's that man doing? Don't be walking around like a sitting duck, guys. These guys are going around. Watch some videos of Chicago, what's going on. Baltimore, Philadelphia, Atlanta, New York. Overflows of these illegals, and they're sending them to small towns, and they're mobbing in little groups, okay? So you need to know how to stop a threat of a higher degree, which is what I'm here to teach, guys. At hfcdefense.com. I'll show you the page here after this. Let's go.
Young man comes and goes after the attacker.
I knew that something was wrong. I didn't even think about it.
His name
16-year-old
is
wrestler.
Keenan
Good
Bauer,
job, buddy.
And incredibly, he's only 16 years
Poured
old,
the fight.
and he's a district wrestling champion. When all the chaos begins, he's not even there. He's at another gas station.
I was about to get in my truck and leave when I heard someone screaming from across the street, a woman with a baby running away from this guy. Like, I just knew something was wrong, you know, that someone was screaming for help. So I flew across the street. There's a man holding the door, and he was all covered in blood. And the lady outside, she was screaming, "He's gonna get the kids. He's gonna hurt the kids."
Kanan has no idea what he's walking into.
He just
but he
goes straight
doesn't
towards the
hesitate.
fight.
And then he was trying to kick down the door
Good
so he
job,
could get
buddy.
to those kids where they were hiding. And so I grabbed him from behind.
In a matter of seconds, this 16-year-old wrestler overcomes a man nobody else has been able to stop.
It wasn't like a move that I did or practice. I just grabbed him from behind and pulled him down onto his back.
With their attacker now pinned to the ground, angry employees pile on top of him too. But Kanan calmly tells them to back off.
They were in my way. I wrestle and that I'm a big guy, so I trusted myself. I had him. He wasn't going nowhere.
Kanan only had one brief moment of concern.
When I walked in the door and I saw that.
Yeah, who is this guy at the door? That's what I want to
to
know. What's that guy doing acting all
I was
funny?
like chest to chest with him.
He's just standing there.
I wasn't
You
scared.
know,
So if he
you
had a
think-
knife or something on him, I was too close for him to stab me.
Several minutes pass, and desperate employees are still
Yeah, that
pleading
guy in
with
the jacket
police
is
to hurry up.
definitely
They're on their way.
suspect.
Everybody's on their way, okay? Just stay on the line with me.
Kanan stays firmly locked onto the
Got
man.
him.
He was saying like, "Let me go," and cussing and stuff. But after the first minute, he gave up.
Kanan is calm, but the employees are
Okay,
still
maybe it's an
livid.
employee. I don't know.
Come with a wet floor sign to hit him upside the head. You see someone try to
Bop him.
hit him or
Bop.
kick him.
They were angry, and I could see why. But I was telling her to stop hitting him because he wasn't going anywhere.
After Kanan walks in,
There's
almost
another guy.
6 long minutes go by.
And you're thinking, where are the cops? It feels like it's taking forever.
That's when the police roll up and quickly put the man in handcuffs. The store clerks
Wow.
and other witnesses shower their gratitude on the team.
All right, so let's talk about something. First of all, say this was a good innocent bystander or employee. How would it feel to be this guy and be hopeless watching a man try to steal a kid? Dude, I wouldn't stop. I don't like, what is he doing? Standing there. They said he was bleeding. I don't know. But why would he still be standing there? I don't understand. Why doesn't, if he can't do anything, go get some help or something, right? Go get a big rock. You see, this guy wasn't thinking at all. And this dude didn't even know what's going on. And he went straight towards the fight with a calm mind. He wasn't freaking out, straight towards the fight, stopped it. But there needs to be good Samaritans out there everywhere. Guys, keep your eyes open, your awareness open. Lots of things happening at gas stations lately. Go 2 by 2, 2 by 2. Watch each other's back. All right. So let me go ahead and close this out. We got a whole bunch more videos. I'm gonna leave it with that. Hopefully, you guys start thinking a little bit better about the threat that's going on in our country. And I'm gonna show you guys why I'm doing this and what I also have. All right, so as you guys know, I have a wild background, 12 plus years in the deep underworld drug world, in prison, saved by Jesus, went through a civil war. I have a farm. I have a house in the city, house in the farm, both with security measures. I breed guard dogs. I have a lot of experience in security and thinking differently because of a lot of the experience that I've been through. So I'm going to actually show you this page. And you guys, there's more videos on here. And I share some stuff on here as well that you guys should check out. All right. It's called HFC Defense Training. And you can scroll through. There's a couple of videos. This one right here, man, we're going to have to talk about this one. But you guys can go ahead and watch it, and we'll talk about it in an upcoming video. This is in Chicago. This is on November 23rd in the suburbs of Chicago. People are always saying, oh, the suburbs are fine. We don't need to worry. But, man, we need to move differently. You guys can see some videos. Here's a video I got right here. And you can actually join, or at least put in your email for updates. But you can join this training. I'm doing a live training first. And then we're going to have a powerful replay. There's 8 different lessons on how to secure your home, okay, your family, and your community. This is not a self-defense training alone. Most people only focus on self-defense. This is how you stop, how you make it hard. First of all, that one guy come right in the door. Even if he kicked in the door, you need to make your house very difficult to get into. And we're going to talk about all that. Learn more, hfcdefense.com. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.